Hello friends, let me introduce myself. My name is Okriz Al-fajri from Class MNJ22B. In this video I will present material about company decision to enter international markets. 1. Introduction. Entering international markets is a critical decision for companies seeking growth, diversification, and expansion beyond their home country. In a globalized world, businesses increasingly look to international markets to leverage new opportunities, access broader customer bases, and tap into new sources of revenue. However, this decision involves complex analysis and strategic planning. This material outlines the factors, processes, and considerations a company must evaluate when deciding to enter international markets. 2. Factors influencing the decision to enter international markets. There are several key factors that influence a company's decision to expand internationally. These factors can be broadly categorized into internal and external considerations. 2.1 Internal factors. 1. Company objectives. A company's mission and long-term goals play a central role. 1. If growth and expansion are key objectives, entering international markets can help achieve these aims. 2. Resource availability. This includes financial resources, human capital, and managerial expertise. 2. Companies with sufficient resources may be better equipped to manage the complexities of entering a foreign market. 3. Product lifecycle. If the company's product is in the mature or decline phase in its domestic market, international expansion can offer a new lease on life by targeting newer, untapped markets. 4. Risk tolerance. Entering international markets involves risks such as political instability, exchange rate fluctuations, and market unfamiliarity. 4. Companies must evaluate whether they are willing to bear these risks. 2.2 External factors. 1. Market demand and growth opportunities. High demand and a growing middle class in emerging markets often make international expansion attractive. 1. Companies evaluate market size, purchasing power, and potential growth in international markets. 2. Competitive pressure. Companies may be forced to expand internationally to remain competitive, especially if rivals have already entered or if the company's domestic market is saturated. 3. Legal and regulatory environment. Understanding foreign market regulations, including trade policies, intellectual property laws, tariffs, and local business laws, is critical. 4. Cultural and societal factors. Understanding cultural differences, consumer preferences, language barriers, and other social factors is vital for success in a new market. 3. Types of international market entry strategies. Once a company has decided to enter international markets, it must choose an appropriate market entry strategy. The choice of strategy depends on factors such as the level of control desired, the company's resources, and the target market. 3.1 Exporting. Exporting is one of the simplest and least risky entry modes. A company produces its products in its home country and sells them in international markets. Exporting can be direct, selling to customers in the target market, or indirect, using intermediaries such as agents or distributors. 1. Advantages. Low risk, low investment, easy to manage. 2. Disadvantages. Limited control over marketing and distribution, high shipping costs, exposure to trade barriers. 3.2 Licensing. Licensing involves granting a foreign company the rights to manufacture and sell a company's products or use its intellectual property, such as patents or trademarks, for a fee. 1. Advantages. Low investment, income through royalties. 2. Disadvantages. Limited control, potential risk of intellectual property theft, dependence on local licensees. 3.3 Franchising. Franchising is similar to licensing, but it typically involves a more comprehensive arrangement, including brand standards, marketing guidelines, and operational support. The franchisee runs the business under the company's brand. 1. Advantages: quick market entry, low financial risk, local expertise from franchisees. 2. Disadvantages: potential loss of control over brand and operations, dependence on franchisee performance. 3.4 Joint ventures and strategic alliances. A joint venture, JV, is a partnership where two or more companies share resources and expertise to enter a foreign market. Strategic alliances, on the other hand, involve collaboration without creating a separate legal entity. 1. Advantages: shared risk and cost, access to local market knowledge, stronger market position. 2. Disadvantages: risk of conflict with partners, complexity in management. 3.5 Wholly owned subsidiaries. In this strategy, the company establishes a new entity or acquires an existing business in the target market. This can be done through greenfield investments, building a new operation from scratch, or through mergers and acquisitions. 1. Advantages: full control over operations, brand, and strategies, higher potential for profits. 2. Disadvantages: high investment and risk, complex legal and regulatory challenges. 4. Market selection criteria. Choosing the right international market is crucial for the success of expansion. Companies must evaluate multiple factors to determine the most promising markets for their products or services. 4.1 Economic factors. 1. GDP growth. Countries with strong GDP growth indicate rising economic prosperity, making them attractive for expansion. 2. Income levels. Higher income levels lead to greater purchasing power, which can increase demand for certain products. 3. Market size. A larger market size typically provides more growth opportunities. 4.2 Political and legal factors. 1. Stability. Political stability is a key consideration when entering new markets. 1. Countries with frequent changes in government or political unrest pose greater risks. 2. Regulatory environment. The ease of doing business, taxation policies, intellectual property protections, and trade barriers are critical for market entry decisions. 4.3 Cultural factors. 1. Consumer behavior. Companies must assess consumer preferences and local needs. 1. Products or services that are successful in one market may not appeal to customers in another market. 2. Cultural compatibility. Cultural differences, such as values, language, and social norms, must be considered to avoid missteps in marketing and product positioning. 4.4 Competitive landscape. 1. Market competition. Companies should analyze the intensity of competition in the target market. 1. A saturated market with high competition might pose challenges but could also indicate market viability. 2. Local competitors. The presence of strong local competitors can influence entry strategies. 2. Companies must decide whether to compete head-to-head or focus on niche markets. 5. Challenges of entering international markets. Entering international markets comes with several challenges that companies must navigate. 1. Cultural barriers. Differences in language, communication styles, and consumer behavior can lead to misinterpretations or product failure. 2. Regulatory hurdles. Compliance with local laws and regulations, including tax codes, employment laws, and safety standards, can be challenging. 3. Currency risk. Fluctuating exchange rates can impact profitability, especially for companies dealing with imports and exports. 4. Supply chain issues. Expanding into new markets may involve setting up new supply chains or distribution networks, which can introduce logistical complexities. 6. Risk management strategies. To mitigate the risks associated with international expansion, companies can implement various risk management strategies. 1. Diversification. By entering multiple international markets, companies can spread their risks and reduce the impact of a downturn in any single market. 2. Hedging. Companies can hedge against currency risk using financial instruments such as forward contracts or options. 3. Market research. Conducting thorough market research helps companies understand local demand, consumer behavior, and potential challenges, reducing uncertainty. 4. Partnering with local firms. Collaborating with local businesses can provide valuable insights and help navigate regulatory and cultural complexities. 7. Conclusion. Deciding to enter international markets is a significant and strategic decision for any company. It requires a careful assessment of both internal and external factors, the selection of an appropriate entry strategy, and an understanding of the challenges involved. While the potential benefits, such as growth, diversification, and enhanced profitability, are substantial, the risks and complexities must not be underestimated. Companies that approach international expansion with thorough planning, careful research, and strategic partnerships are better positioned to succeed in the global marketplace. By considering all of these factors, businesses can make informed decisions about when and how to enter international markets, ultimately contributing to long-term success in an increasingly interconnected world.